Well, it's official, Celtics Nation. Ime Udoka has been suspended for the entire 22-23 season. Not a big surprise after a full day, 24 hours of rumors swirling around of his inappropriate relationship. Um, this is pretty bad news. As most fans will know, heading right into the season starting next week, really weird timing. And I guess if he's going to get caught with this, might as well be now than later in the season. Um, Here's the statement from the Celtics. The Boston Celtics announced today that the team has suspended head coach Ime Udoka for the 22-23 season for violations of team policies. A decision about his future with the Celtics beyond this season will be made at a later date. This suspension takes effect immediately. So what that tells me is basically he's done. He won't coach another Celtics game. As for his career, I would think unfortunately he's tarnished that really great rookie season. Obviously, taking the Celtics to the finals, turning their season around with his defensive schemes, and kind of getting the ear of Tatum and Brown and the rest of the squad. So, as for their title hopes this coming season, they have all the right players, and unfortunately some injuries to deal with. And that TP, I will not stop bringing that up because that was something that they should have utilized. And probably going to have to buy out Ime's contract. I'm sure this is not going to go on for very long because I don't know if the interim coach is going to do enough and be the right candidate to lead this team to a championship. You don't want to waste a year of Tatum and Brown. You just don't want to do that. I think they need to find a coach ASAP. And heard a lot of different names out there. I think I saw Chris Mannix say Vogel, and I'm not a fan of that one. Obviously, he's kind of a proven coach. He did win a championship, questionable championship to a lot of people out there. And I thought he was a pretty good coach back when he was a Pacers head coach and took that team to two Eastern Conference Finals, just losing to Miami Heat twice, back to back. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, obviously it's pretty bad for this to happen. I've never seen this happen in the NBA. I've seen some different kind of scenarios happen in other leagues. One that happened most recently that I recall was Urban Meyer with the Ohio State Buckeyes. He was suspended for a few games because of one of his assistant coaches having some domestic violence kind of situations, and he was covering it up, so he had to, he was suspended for a few games. I believe it was 4 games. You see a lot of players get suspended, but never a coach. So I just don't see this ending well. I don't think both parties will separate. I think it's just for the best interest for both parties to move on from this unfortunate event. I know a lot of people have their opinions on this. I still think there's a lot of details that are missing from this for me to make a full opinion. I will say one thing. I feel like I hope this, at this point, I feel like both parties do part ways. I hope that, and just move on and get a new coach. I did, think Ime did a great job, and it's unfortunate. I thought he would be the right coach. Not at the beginning of last year, had my doubts, but you have to give a first-year coach the benefit of the doubt, and I held on to that, and he turned that team around last year, and they were 2 wins away from a championship. So I don't know who else they can bring in. I know, me personally, I was a big fan of Sam Cassell as an option last year. Just felt like he would be a great head coach in this league. I just can't really put my head around which coach to go to, what direction to lead into. Obviously, this team has a lot of defensive weapons, and I'm not sure if that's their focus, and a coach will be a defensive-minded coach. But that's all I have on this. Unfortunately, this definitely hurts the Celtics title chances. I just don't see them pulling it out this season. Not in this fashion, not with a coaching change like this. I could be wrong. They proved us wrong last year. I just don't feel good about this going forward. But time will tell. We'll see what happens, see if this team rallies. They're, seem to be a bunch of tough dudes in that locker room. And all we can do at this point is hope for the best and see what they can do under new leadership. All right, guys. Till next time.